Audio check. Audio check, audio check. We are live. Live is go. Whoop. Hello. Oh, CaptnmcD does not exist. And my face is frozen. One second, let me... Ugh. Okay, I have unfrozen my face. There we go. And we're gonna make CaptnmcD exist because she's here for this. And... okay. Oh, sorry, excuse me. That was gross. Actually, I can stay up there. That's fine. That's how I'm feeling today. What's up, people? Oh, yo, Rorix, you're just right at the beginning. What's up, dude? How are you today? Have you been watching Evo? Because I have. It's been pretty great after the Guilty Gear Strive Bumble yesterday, which was a bummer. Okay, we're going to continue game. Also, yeah, Dead Pixel spent his day today watching a lot of Evo. It's been pretty cool. There was like some... I watched some Mortal Kombat. I watched... there was some Guilty Gear. Friggin... That was an interesting one. He had errands to run today. Ah, okay, yeah. That happens. There are replays of the good stuff anyway. And there was Skullgirls, which is pretty cool. So Skullgirls actually got to have some time in the limelight. Ah, The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the
Man,
air.
I really wish that the outline on the text was a little thicker.
My dark lantern shutter, and the room slowly came into
Some shots, the text is a little funky.
Sholmes was staring intently.
I read his handwriting.
When he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words.
The Speckled Band?
The Speckled Band.
What? Okay.
I believe this is the terrible coil to which you referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band
Speckled
I had ever
band?
seen.
I've never heard a snake referred to as a speckled band, but I guess there's a first time for everything. 9th January, 6:37 a.m. On board the Steam's Hip Burya. Ooh. Yo, what?
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder.
What?
Pray, do excuse me.
Yo, I love that he's
The
steampunk.
door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed.
Oh.
No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered.
What do you mean the bolt wasn't tampered with?
So, this would appear to be a...
Also, of course, locked room mystery. Gotta have one.
In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor.
Oh, yeah, that might have been on our way in. That
Almost
makes
certainly
sense.
with the ink from this upset bottle.
He has a butt printer?
Russian word.
Man, what a cool guy.
So the victim was a Russian man then, and the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time.
Or that somebody wrote... I mean, when you see locked room mystery and stuff, and like, there was something written in the blood, you're like, no, that wasn't written by the guy there.
In fact,
That's
I think it
always
was
the
written by
twist.
someone of a different nationality.
What is this science gun? Oh, it's like he's... Yo, that's actually kind of amazing.
By the victim himself, I would venture.
Oh,
Well, what have we here?
hello. Is it gonna be me? Am I in there?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
Da! No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait.
That won't be
I've got the culprit right here.
In less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What?
Is it gonna be... Is it gonna be... Is it gonna be Ryunosuke again?
From inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean...
I mean, how could the culprit get in there and put the paper on the front?
Who are you, and where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one.
I am the only detective in the world.
Sherlock shows. I presume you must have heard of me.
That was a very neutral expression we ended off there. I'm not sure where the scene is going with that.
I think it was just like, look at this cool guy.
Oh, my head is throbbing. Was I in the thing? What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. Is this a 5 minutes ago situation? Or we're like, wait,
Our rooms are all messed up.
I can't move. Cyberpunk homes. Yo, steampunk homes. Hell yeah.
We've been arrested.
What the? Why am I in handcuffs? Huh. So, you wake up now, hmm? Oh, no. It says, we had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are a true cold-blooded man. You are a true cold-blooded man. You found me then. We found you. And now you pay, criminal. How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe, hmm? Oh, sorry. Now you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is, hmm? No. I'll tell you everything. Yeah, criminal. There's only one thing I'd like to know from you. Isn't that? Oh, man, I'm getting surprised left and right here.
Why did you do it? Why did you take his life?
What? Again, we find ourselves framed for murder a second time.
Who's dead?
Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Where's Kazuma?
Is our bro
Oh
dead?
no, is Kazuma the one that died? Oh, no way, come on. You pretend you do not know? You are a wolf in sheep's belt. You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses. What?
Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago.
Yo, what? We just got to know him. He was cool. Aww.
Here, in this very cabin that was bolted shut from the inside.
His body? Please, do not try to tell us you are doing this terrible thing in your sleep. Kazuma's dead? But he can't be. And these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I
have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Answer me, please.
No. No! Oh my god, man, this is BS. Forget how we just got finished.
So
The theme of this game is
that
we are
it's
constantly
always us.
the one who's suspected. That is, oh my god. It was just 2 short weeks ago. See, that's what happened. Kazuma, why were you too cool? He was too cool from the
Guys, I'll
beginning.
win.
He had his... Kazuma, you're too...
Eternal headband.
He went in too strong. And thus, his life... Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble? Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come with England? How else could you come to England with me to study? It was really something else when they brought your luggage in here earlier, though. Oh, so I was just stowing away to hang out with my bro. We have a Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor. I thought I was gonna die. Yeah, I still can't quite believe that. Really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less of a man than you look. What? Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway. They're a sturdy bunch, that's for sure. What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant Mikotoba, you mean? From your close friend, more to the point. Surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she'd give me away. No, but if she knew what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association. Oh, so just keep her out of it so she doesn't get in trouble.
In case we get found out.
Yeah, it's best that only you and I know about this. I suppose so. Anyway, it's about the time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin.
So
Get in your new home. I know it's cramped, but you better get in there, I think. It won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze. Yes, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? I'll be in for it. Stop worrying. I tell you what, why don't you write "keep out" or something on this piece of paper? What? Then I can stick it over the wardrobe doors once you're inside. I don't know, man. I don't know how much that's gonna work.
So that's why the paper written in our writing.
It just says "keep out." It's on the front. We've only been at sea for about 15 days. How can this have happened? We were supposed to be going on this adventure to England together. We leave you at next port. We leave you at next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make more trouble for yourself. Murderer. No, I'm not a murderer. Duh, you said before. You said you admit everything about your crimes. No, what? That's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on the ship, but murdering my best friend? No one else could have done it. Admit the truth.
Neither of them is Russian, I think.
Yeah.
To write on the floor.
Who? How could he? He doesn't know Russian, man. Does he know Russian? I don't think he does. Susato-san. Please, tell me what happened. I need to know.
Very well. There's something I would like to ask of you, too.
Those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I can do is try to find out what really happened. Okay, Kazuma's death. Shit, man. He was too cool. He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. These handcuffs. They think I did it? They think I'm Kazuma's killer?
When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside.
Yo, man. You could do that with a piece of string. Like, especially that kind of deadbolt lock. If you loop it around where the handle is and feed the string through the opposite side of the door, all you would have to do is pull it. And, like, the turn of the door would make the string pull the thing shut. It'd be easier if I had, like, a video to explain, but, like, it's definitely you could do it.
Doors have spaces around.
Oh, do they have, like, do you think they're, like, the door is, like, airtight?
No, because of the lock.
Oh,
If you look at the state of the room, everything is tilted, like if there was a jostle.
Oh, yeah, everything...
Room.
Yeah, you're right, Everything's leaning to one side. That's actually a good point. I didn't catch that.
Well, ships, they just be like, oh, with a bad wave or something.
Yeah.
When
Like-
we were talking to him before in that cutscene where he was alive, all of his books were upright, which means it doesn't happen often enough that he wouldn't bother putting them upright.
Okay, so it's clearly a notable event that these books have fallen.
In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls.
What?
Or to put it another way, the culprit can only have been somebody inside this cabin. Or do you have some other explanation?
Giant
There's a vent there. This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened exactly? I mean, if he's a killer, how can he stay inside the cabin and stick the keep out sign? Right? Like, there's... like... I mean, if you can argue that he can do that from the inside, then someone can lock this room from the outside.
Are you still going to deny the charge, even despite the circumstances?
Please, Susato-san, you have to tell me.
The cause of death is still undetermined.
I don't know how he died.
The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course, he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I don't suppose we shall learn more until an expert has been consulted at our next port of call.
So presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then.
That's true, yes.
I mean, that could just be delayed poison.
It could be poison. Is it Kurare again? Did she strike a second time?
Fast. If you poison him at a meal and he comes and locks his own door and then collapses.
I mean, that could happen. They could have the Kurare and something in his room. Can't anyone tell me what actually happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma?
Presumably, that's something you know the answer to better than anyone.
Please.
Whatever you say, you were here in the cabin after all.
Well, yes, I was, but
I was sleeping in my cupboard.
I was unconscious in a cupboard here.
He would always wake before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin, as I have every day so far on this voyage. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't.
Does that mean he was already dead when Susato-san arrived at the cabin door? I wonder.
I knocked, but there was no reply. And I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew.
So that means they busted the door open, I guess.
Forced the cabin door open, and when we managed to get inside, there was Kazuma-sama, collapsed on the floor.
And that's another thing, too, is if it was us and he wrote it in Russian, why would he write our name in Russian when it's just like he knows? Yeah, but what I mean is, like, why would he write something if it was something incriminating us, right? I mean, just in general, why would he write something in Russian? Unless he is known to have spoken Russian.
But maybe somebody gassed through the vent
Somebody put gas through the vent?
to make us sleep because we were asleep in that cupboard too. But if they didn't know we were there,
Yeah.
they would come murder us. So maybe they knocked him out, then killed him,
Maybe.
so that they could arrange this room.
Yeah.
Because also he has a sword and he didn't use that.
Yeah, he did not defend himself with the sword, so it was I mean, the fact that it was like there was no obvious things is like, okay, it was probably a gas or poison. So it was something like that. No white tip exactly where it was found, I suppose. I had no idea that anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
that we didn't wake up.
Knockout juice? You think a knockout
Somebody
gas?
maybe gassed the cabin.
That is a possibility.
I wish it wasn't the case, but it's just very hard to believe.
Because I find it hard to believe he wouldn't fight.
This is all very hard for me to believe too. Trust me.
Now I've told you everything that I know. So it's my turn to ask you a question.
Yes, alright. My head feels so heavy. It's still throbbing like anything. Stowaway.
Why are you even on board this ship, Naruhodo-san? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now, and I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time.
I had no idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-saban's cabin for so long without him noticing?
Yeah,
You
we're
were
bros.
set on it.
No. That would have been impossible, obviously.
She's like, oh, who brought you here?
Yes, of course.
Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together.
He actually asked you? But why?
'Cause we're bros. It's 'cause we're bros. You don't even gotta worry about it.
I don't understand.
What if he's like, I know I'm going to get killed on this boat. I need someone to be with me. Kazuma, why do you want this? What is the real reason? Why go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you?
Because otherwise the young lady is going to get blamed for my death. And you won't be able to defend her. You'll get yourself out of it.
Oh, I guess it's the, you have the potential to be the next great lawyer.
Yeah.
You need this education.
Believed in us.
It's an idea that's been on my mind ever since the end of that incredible trial. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Well, yes, you did say that. But I didn't think you were serious. You have a talent for it. I can assure you of that. But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, too bad. You are fated to be one. That's something you can decide for yourself. London is at the spearhead of cultural development, the center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there? Well, no, definitely not.
Except for being trashed for murder.
Exactly.
In jail there.
A second time! I don't really remember. I was kind of encamped in a 3x2x3 foot enclosure. Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. Oh, you know what, though? You know what I saw? I saw hands on the side of the wardrobe thing. Like, full-on handprints on the front. What if Kazuma was like... Sound die on stream, never mind, it's back? Oh, okay. What if Kazuma was like, bro, help. Oh. Or what if it was killer, let me in. What if he put a magic seal like, don't let anyone in? Oh, then I got myself in the wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I fell asleep. Oh, well, yeah. What else am I gonna do in there? This.
So deeply you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed.
Well, yeah. I know it sounds unbelievable. Really, I do. But it's the truth. Oh my goodness. What if sleeping gas is not even an idea to these guys yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I didn't consider. Like, just even the idea of, like...
How could you have slept through such a
How could you have slept through it?
with help?
Yeah, what? For some reason, my head's still throbbing like
The
anything.
regular sleep wouldn't continuously hurt his head.
Yeah. Unless, I mean, it could. We're thinking it could be gas, but it could also have just been like
In the food he brought us.
the food he brought him, or like, actually, yeah, if he's already in there, it's probably that, or he may genuinely just be a heavy sleeper. Awesome, I love this game. Oh, I hope you enjoy my enjoyment of this game as well. What's up? Thanks for swinging by. And yeah, this game, everyone that's played this game so far is like, I'm glad you're playing it, Dead Pixel, finally. And I'm like, nice. Okay. I'm just, as long as you know. Oh, go. Okay.
It's... Please, forget it.
Susato-san, you have to believe me. I didn't do it.
I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is, there's no one else who could possibly have done this.
Already on episode 4, man. Episode 2 was like awesome too. Yeah,
We already very much enjoyed episode 1.
yeah, we're doing good after episode 1 already. So I'm excited to hear that things continue to be good.
We're already in. There was no one on, like,
Yeah.
Famicom Detective. Where
Oh,
we were like,
Famicom.
I don't know, but then by the end we liked it.
Yo.
This one, we started and we're like, it's good.
It's good.
We love it.
Famicom Detective was like 4 streams of I don't really know how I feel about this, but I started it. I guess I'll finish it. But then the last like stream of it is like, holy shit, what happened? Oh my, okay, whoa. I enjoy to see Pain and his ancestors. Yeah, ouchie. Ouchie's pretty great. I think my favorite thing that Ouchie does is that, oh yes, milady. Oh, you are... we couldn't possibly hold up more of your time. Please go enjoy your tea. Surely the judge will agree. And you're like, fucking god damn it,
And then
Ouchie.
even she said, shut up.
Yeah, and then her shut up prompt, which is one of my favorites in the game. Oh, I need to add that to the stream too. Forgot to do that one. Okay, collar pin, paper shield. Why did this have to happen? I'll say the word, but then again, oh, the word. I can't take this. Oh no. I accidentally killed my mic for a second. Okay.
You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen.
I'm sorry, but Cosmo was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. Now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen.
Well, what do you propose to do then?
Investigate.
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. Tarsha, when Miss stop being. Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, I know that word is like Twitch doesn't like that word, but that's 100% what he was though. He was simping pretty hard, very aggressively so. I'm going to work out who took Cosmo's life and how and why they did it. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Hiya! Oh, never mind. Susato, fuck. Oh shit, she just judoed the fuck out of us. What the? I'm going to make that an emote. The Susato takedown. When she yells, shut up. I always enjoyed it. Yeah, that was a good line too. A Susato what? What martial art form is that?
I'm going to need you to prove it.
Sorry, prove it.
Yes, your innocence. I need evidence.
But how am I supposed to?
Have you forgotten already? What you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law.
I see. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. I have to get Susato-san to believe me. I'll show some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime. Oh, here.
Yeah.
I mean, I like...
had a keep out sign on my
I had this. This was stuck on. How could I put that on if I was inside? Expect the Russian crew to be able to read that? He said. Still, I'm sure people get the idea, even if they couldn't read it. So we use that. Oh yeah. So that important factor. No one would know the fuck that said.
Yeah.
So a person
Well,
who.
even Sherlock, when he came in, was like, "Oh, this is written in a different language. Clearly, a different person wrote this than the Russian on the floor,
Yeah.
because it's foreign language."
I also think man with sword, wardrobe with weird, freaky, foreign curses. Don't want to open up that wardrobe. And it worked. I don't know if the crew thought it was creepy or what, but no one yeah, maybe they straight up they would be like, "What is this freaky foreign magic?"
So then the motive of killing him is just gonna be like,
There's a voodoo man. No.
Yes!
Oh, what if that's what it is? Tell me, when I was discovering the wardrobe before, it's so annoying when I know how that professor died of Kurar poison characters all just eat stuff for another hour or something. Yeah, that was it's frustrating in this game when you want to yell at it. You're like, this happened. Cookie Land. Hello. Thanks for joining us. You're joining us right after we got our asses beat by this this shrine maiden. She thinks we killed our best friend.
which we didn't.
We didn't do it. How have you been, Cookie Land? What have you been streaming lately? How's your stream go? Was this piece of paper stuck over the doors?
Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly.
I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there. I literally yelled at my screen, "You idiots, it's so simple." Villager hunting today, no joy. Oh, lol.
Who were you looking for?
Which villager were you looking for? Also, yeah, you idiots, it's so simple. The only excuse I can give the writing for that is the idea of paralysis poison is just not even a concept to them yet.
That sleep gas is not going to be a concept.
Yeah, so we think right now that sleep gas is not even a concept to these people if sleep gas is a thing that happened. Want apple or maybe moose or someone surprising marvelous. Loki would be pretty surprising and marvelous if you could find him in Animal Crossing. No, I saw it. I enjoy that you've typed Loki enough that your autocorrect decides that's what you want to type.
Really, what she needs to find is alligator Loki.
Oh, alligator Loki? Okay.
Crocodile or whatever it
Crocodile, yeah, Crocodile Loki is a
is.
really
Could be
good
a
one.
villager.
Have you seen what Crocodile Loki looks like before green screen?
No.
It's pretty fantastic. Freudian autocorrect. That's a good term. I like that. Is he presenting this while still upside down? Like, is he like, yes, I'm incredible playing, but Miss Susato. I mean, if she just hit us with the fucking Susato throwdown, I don't want to get back up. She's gonna pin us again.
Yeah, she'll just throw you back down.
She's gonna hit us with the Susato suplex, man. I don't know what's coming next. I don't know what's coming next. Just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decide to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well. And yeah, you guys are popping in at a good time. This is like the beginning of the case. In case you're interested. So yeah, we just found our friend has been declared dead. We see his outline, and we were asleep in his wardrobe as a stowaway on the ship. I think that's enough.
And Herlock shows.
Yeah, Herlock Sholmes came and
And
cracked
said that it was us.
and said it was us because we were in the room and nobody else could have entered the room because it was a locked room mystery. Yes, Susato neck snap.
Oh, yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors.
Rude. Oh no.
The gentleman,
Yeah. But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own.
yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma.
There was a tamper-proof seal. on
Yeah, I had a tamper-proof seal on my door. Herlock Sholmes so awesome. I tell you, he's legit best boy already.
mean,
I don't know, man.
He accused us, but he was really cool when he came in that room.
He
and
was
like,
pretty cool.
I already have a Polaroid
I
camera
enjoy
on
his-
my hip.
I enjoy his
and
butt
I have
printer.
a science gun for fingerprints.
Yeah, I like his science gun, his butt printer. He's got a lot of cool tech. And I don't know. I think right now I really like what is it? The crime scene thief. Oh, what's that guy's name again? The
Oh,
Hosonaga.
Face?
Yeah, I fucking love Hosonaga, man. That dude's fucking hilarious. I'll steal anything from a crime scene if it helps me solve it.
Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama's thought so highly of you.
Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up?
We can't even get up.
Wait, what did she do to us? The inspector? Yes, Inspector Hosonaga. He's hilarious. He's cool too.
In light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here, at least.
Thank you.
Do you finally believe me? I'm sorry. No.
What?
Not sure yet. I can't rule out possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position.
Well, why can't you believe that someone did that trick to the locked door then?
That's why she's curious about things.
What do you think I am, a magician?
No, but I mean, like, if we say that the door
Yeah.
is possible, then ours is possible.
Yeah,
If
that's
we say
true.
Ours isn't possible, then the door isn't possible. Like, it's a conundrum. So she's like, until you tell me more things, you have won enough points to look around the
Yeah,
room.
you've won enough points to
But
have your
not
freedom.
enough points for me to be like, cool, I 100% trust you didn't kill the guy also.
Still gotta get used to Japanese names. Legit forgot who Hosonaga is. Ah. Wait, was it? No, this one wasn't localized already, was it? I don't think so.
I guess
Ah.
you do.
Yeah. Unless there were fan translations, which I believe those existed.
I'll do the same.
Oh, investigate team. Let's get to work, Susato-san.
Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts.
Oh.
I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy...
Conjuring tricks! Right. You're overestimating me.
This is the first.
Yeah, this is the first localization of this game, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, Japanese names. What was Hosonaga called in English, if you've played in English?
This is the English version.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure his name's still Hosonaga consistently. I don't know. Unless I'm interpreting this weird.
I'm saying that he didn't remember who it was because he doesn't remember Japanese names.
Well, just in general, you think?
Yeah, because it's not easy to put. Because I don't remember them either. I totally get that.
Oh, I thought you meant like there was an English name for Hosonaga that you remembered and not a Japanese one.
No.
Oh, okay.
He just thinks that it didn't stick because of that.
Examine everything
Like
I can.
that's what
Cu-
even us, Ryunosuke, it doesn't stick in my brain easy. I'm reading it there, but
Oh.
that's why I always call it Naruhodo because that sticks in my brain.
Okay. I just forgot which face was Hosanaga's. Okay. I was wondering, because when you said the Japanese names, I was like, oh, I guess there are English names then. That's how I interpreted it. That's all I was saying. I will avenge your death, Kazuma. Trouble with names and faces. Oh, this is a move. Can I go anywhere? I'm in handcuffs and under house arrest by the crew, not to mention Susato-san's constant glares. I think it's fair to say that I'm stuck in this cabin, for the time being at least. I should focus on investigating here to see what I can find out. I have a present for you, but it's not a social game, so I can't. It's not the present I like. Converse? Do you have anything to say? Nothing new. Just in case. Gotta check. Oh, a dude's just there. Hello, dude. What's your deal? Hey, dude. Excuse me. What? What? I'm now getting scarily hungry for chicken. It's time to get yourself some chicken nugs or some chicken winges. Both good options. What? I was wondering how it's going. The investigation, I mean. The investigation is... it's done. Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes, but it's not true, I see. Sorry? The criminal asking investigator for information about this crime? Very funny. Oh, it wasn't supposed to be a joke.
He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty.
I might have useful information, though. I have to keep trying. So last night, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? It's 3 in the morning. Where am I supposed to get chicken nuggets at this hour? Is there no 24-hour McD's within your range? That is unfortunate. I mean, there might be changeover. Niet, of course not. Now back to corner of the room and make silent. I say no more to you. Hey, what does that say on the floor? What is it? Can you read that for me? I have a nerve. Just for a minute there. He seemed a little flustered. Oh, he did know something. He's spooked.
Okay, let's look at stuff.
Dear, that won't do.
Oh, what's the matter, Susato-san?
Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused, I forget to look around properly.
Yeah, that's not good. It'd be half an hour drive at least, and I don't have my license yet. Oh, damn. That is unfortunate, and that is a long drive.
I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruhodo-san?
Can I, like, are you telling me I can oh, okay, thanks. That's, yeah.
If you're careful to look all around using...
Left, right.
Aren't you? Let's investigate all corners of this cabin.
She's going from, like, tutorial cooperative to I'm not trusting you. Let's do that. I suppose my field of vision's been rather small until now. Oh, now I can look even further. You really want to look at the what? The chicken?
Whatever food plate it was.
You're very fixated in it. I will look at it for you, CaptnmcD. That is my dinner. A roast chicken. It was really tasty. Disadvantage of living in the countryside. Yeah, that is what it is. That is the trade-off for the peace of the solitude out there.
Space.
And space. Yeah, you get lots of space out there. Chicken. Oh.
It was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here?
I'm not a dog, Susato-san. I ate it in the wardrobe. I ate it at the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor.
See, that's everything is tilted.
Oh, things fell.
But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he?
No, that's right. So he didn't touch it. Which meant all the more for me. Yeah, chicken!
Oh no, does that mean Kazuma-san spent his last night on this earth with an empty belly? It's just too horrible.
Now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy Oh, he didn't even give himself dinner. Oh, no. We're jury. Oh, you know what's super useful? Checkmark. You've looked at this already. Thank you, video game. Thank you a lot, actually. Let's look at the sword. I don't even have a piece anymore. Some time ago, family moved in, the kids scream all day. Oh, no. That is an unfortunate add-on to that, then.
That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it.
Yes, he was always saying that a Japanese man's katana is his soul.
So as long as we still have this.
As long as we have the
he's
sword.
alive with us.
As long as we have the sword, he's still with us. Do we carry the sword? We carry the sword with us. Imagine. Oh my goodness.
I hope we do.
I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on this trip.
I suppose that just shows how important it was to him. Now he's gone. I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet.
What's his wall scroll say?
It says fight all challengers. Seigi, the Japanese word for justice. The brush strokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma. I would have to fight the urge to just yell at the kid. Oh no. Oh, with a swan hat. I know that the swan hat is truly the most difficult part to fight wearing. It's so tempting to put it on at all times. I need one whenever I go to work, and if I'm dealing with someone I don't like, the swan hat. They got added after the game got released.
Yes, his calligraphy always was a reflection of his heart. Yet can you really look at those characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully?
Of course I can. I mean, I'm innocent, so I feel no shame. Why wouldn't I be able to?
Even though you stowed away on the ship.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not
innocent of everything. I'm just innocent of hurting my bro.
Listen, I'm not hurting anyone by being on this ship. That's all I'm gonna say. Now you're gonna bring that up, are you?
I'd be like, listen, you're
can't
strange
win.
for justice, man. It was his idea that I stow away.
Yeah, he wanted me to bring more justice to the world. He wanted my help in bringing justice.
Alright. So,
Tablecloth is disturbed. I want to check the books too. Before I check the obvious, like, outline, and, like, the obvious stuff to look at. Pull Mary Poppins, use Swan to glide. Give them some Oh no!
No slaps.
Give...
Only shut up.
Only shut-ups. There's nothing on this table at all. The plate and cutlery all over the floor for some reason. Yeah, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still. No, wait a minute. What is it? That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all.
So it
That's
might have
so
been
weird.
food.
So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama.
No.
Check out the books.
Okay, let's look at the books. The books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they've all toppled the same way. How strange.
What's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well.
It's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked and everything mown down at once.
I wonder if... Perhaps it was Kazuma-sama doing his morning sword training, do you think?
Like Susato's clothes, they look very nice. They do. They're a very pleasant look, and they're a nice pastel color. I don't think his training would do that.
Perhaps it was you, Naruhodo-san, in a fit of rage.
I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. Why would I do that? Could the way these things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case? I wonder. I wonder.
Everything is
Does-
tilted this way.
Does physics have any bearing in this world? Well, just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess. No, don't do that!
That's
Leave it.
tampering with the
Ah,
graphics!
Susato. Ah, damn
What a
it.
fool.
You fool. Ah, we shouldn't have checked it. What's this say? These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Burya.
It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Oh, so I wasn't allowed on the ship. Is she gonna say something about pet? Yeah, accusatory girl and sweet assistant. It's because she's undecided right now. What? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet?
Oh, God damn it, Susato.
I can't decide.
We're obviously a pet.
We're-
Please adopt us.
Either way, I wasn't supposed to be here. How was Kazuya allowed to keep it? Kazuya? Yo, I want to call him Kazuya. Kazuya Mishima. How did Kazuya Mishima keep his katana? I think he argued for it.
Candle, smear.
I'm getting to it. I'm choosing the less interesting stuff first, so that I know I don't miss anything. I can't find anything out of place. I want to make sure I get the not interesting stuff first. That's my dinner from... Oh, okay. The knife is part of dinner. But it was not used. Oh, did I mix up his name? Sorry. I do not mind that name mix-up because I think that name is awesome. Because
Bro was on.
I have been playing a lot of Tekken, so Kazuya he's in there. That's right. He didn't touch it. Which meant all the more for me. Okay, yeah, we'll skip this text. Yeah, okay. Kandu and book and whatever that last thing was. I can't find anything out of place here. There's nothing out of place there. Sorry.
I think that's just part of the topple, not anything specific.
What's this? Actually, what is that? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever the thing was, it appears to have broken clean in two.
And a boot scuff?
The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little Netsuke fastener from a kimono outfit.
I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried around a cute little trinket like this around with him. Would he? Kazuya, were you secretly a giant weeb? Or a kimono dancer?
The mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? It is sort of a brick-like hue.
You're right. It's the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in the cabin. That color is going to be important. I'm going to accuse the first thing I see of that color.
Yeah.
Let's look at the lock, because that's probably when they forced their way in.
Force the door open. This bolt had been firmly closed.
It's quite a small bolt, not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. Says you! It's no wonder everyone suspects me. Stare. When she glares at me like that, I feel tense. I feel tense all up down my spine. I remember reading once in a detective novel. The culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from the room in a situation like, thank you! At least it's addressed.
Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself.
But it works on regular doors. I think they're gonna bring up that.
Yeah, the ship doors are different.
Better than that.
You know what? What if there was just something heavy on it? You know what? Here's my guess. I think something was hanging on it that was heavy. And then when whatever the tilt happened, it closed the door shut and whatever shit just fell off of it.
The door of this cabinet and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly.
Okay, so I'm glad that they're at least addressing this immediately instead of us doing this dance around in the trial.
There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid.
When she glares at me like that, I feel pins and needles all up and down my spine. Okay, so no shenanigans like that allowed. So there were different shenanigans. Actually, may have some things. To be a prosecutor in the universe. I think if I wanted to put myself in the Ace Attorney universe, I would just want to be one of the weirdo witnesses that pops up here and there.
You want to be like a lot of heart and take pictures?
Yeah, I'll be one of those witnesses that's Wendy Oldbeck.
Then you get different costumes.
I would want to be one of those witnesses that's they say a bunch of things that are wrong but not on purpose, and just be like, I swear this is totally how I saw it, and it's but from your perspective, wouldn't this make sense? I think you're remembering it weird. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. The things that are just slightly off.
I would want to be Gumshoe.
Carries. You want to be Gumshoe? Gumshoe's pretty great. They saw the crime, but can't quite place the details. Oh, that's where you would want to be, Cookie Land. Or no, you know what? I want to be the character that seems like they have nothing to do with the case. And when you ask me questions, there's
The Blue Badger?
there's nothing related except for one random tidbit that I did not care about. They'd be like, wait, you saw this guy at the store at this time? Oh, yeah. Why would I care? That's not why I was there at the store. I was there buying my premium figurines. Don't you care about that? No. What time was this? Obviously, I was there at 10 a.m. when the store opened. I had to be first in line. Why didn't you tell us this? It doesn't matter. Literally just throw a card. Screw objection. Hype it. You want the card throw? Nice. I'd be like, I got your attention anyway. Okay. It carries a lot of memories for me. What carries a lot of memories for you?
No, you've been on a tangent.
I want a bit of a
You
tangent.
looked at the ink bottle.
Oh, just the traveling case.
Oh.
Okay, that's
So
all.
it didn't register as the ink
It didn't register as the ink bottle.
Memories? What do you mean?
Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Yes, I see it says this way up in Japanese.
Which, in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewmen wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and I was tossed on the floor in here.
Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Well, it was less painful than a Susato takedown. The Susato takedown is the new super move. Actually, I don't think she even used meter on that move.
No,
She,
that's her regular move.
that's like a regular. That's just her grab. I guess?
That counts as the trunk, so I guess
Ink
at
bottle?
the writing it will count as the ink.
Yeah.
'Cause it'll be
The 2 for
the
1.
same clue.
Did Cosmo write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink.
He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor.
Found this one thing where you enter your name, you just get a random roll assigned to you. Oh, Deltron Murr, charming demeanor, freak hairdo. He's this case by actually. I like that. I like that it auto-generated it by like, how did you help the case? I made it happen. Like, if it weren't for me, this case wouldn't have happened.
This wouldn't have existed.
I suppose that dipping his finger in the spillage. Poor Kazuma-sama.
No doubt he was in terrible pain. Almost unbearable to imagine it.
I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in his final moments, was he?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing. That's another...
I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san.
What? I can't tell. Wait, can Naruhodo not read? I mean, awesome tool for a one-session TTRPG, tabletop RPG. Ooh. Tabletop RPGs are neat, but like you have to get like a whole gang together, and like you have to have like a solid gang and like a good like DM.
Cookieland has invited us to play games with them.
Have we been invited to this? CaptnmcD is telling me. So one session. Oh, there you go. Probably involves some sort of video game console fizzling out and electrocuting me. Oh no. What language is this on the ground?
It pains me to admit it, but I don't know.
It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. Oh yeah, acrylic characters.
So it's very unlikely if us two traveling companions
Don't know that
can't even,
language.
like place what language it is that our bro was fluent enough in it.
Yeah,
to
to
write it
write-
while dying.
You'd think he would write in also his native language because dying, panic, instinct, first thing. Acrylic characters. Yes, exactly. What was ink, not paint?
Acrylic paint.
It was purple acrylic. I think that's what those characters are called. Like it's like I think it's CRYLLIC. Body. Okay, I guess we looked at the body line.
So it's all of that.
All of that is a
writing,
single clue.
One clue.
Eh.
That's it.
No one slept. Investigate thoroughly, but there's nothing out of place. But that would be out of place. There's a vent there.
I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin.
I can actually understand what's written there. Ooh. Oh, Deltron's got secret codes in advance. Although also, Deltron, you've played this game before, so
Well, I was gonna say, but
it could be you could read it or you could
Deltron
remember.
says they understand, so they might just know that language before.
Ah.
Clue.
Is that in a language you understand, Deltron? Or is it a memory thing?
A hole through which fresh air can cabin.
Isn't that a little odd? That's weird.
What do you mean?
Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is... No, you actually understand some Russian. Ah, okay. Looks like it must connect to the next door cabin.
Yes, it would appear to. You're right.
But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it should be connected to the outside.
I'm just like,
That's true.
shipbuilders.
Perhaps it's so that rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough, or something like that.
I suppose. Maybe that's it. Oh, an announcement tube. Announcement tube. Nope. An announcement tube won't say anything. Desk.
It's where dear Kazuma-san would have sat whenever he was writing.
You didn't even come in.
You didn't even... Yeah. Why is the... Oh, yeah, everything knocked over. That's why. London Diary. London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination.
It looks as though the last entry is incomplete.
Which means... What? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Well, let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue.
Hiya!
Oh, again. That's out of the question. Okay, I'm gonna get the video so I can get a clean Susato takedown emote. What?
Kazuma-san may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts.
But what if it's something important? Like, this dude is entering my room. He's gonna kill me.
No.
All right. I won't read it.
Oh
Oh my god, Susato.
We don't have
Fuck,
to read
man.
all of his past
We
days
just want to know what
entries.
happened.
We just want to read like the last sentence.
I'm still waiting for the Susato neck snap. No, I want to see the Susato DDT. The Susato suplex is really what I'm waiting for.
don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? He's dead. He would want justice. Don't you agree? For justice?
Oh,
Hello?
when did you come here?
When did... hello? That's also got to be an emote now. He wasn't there a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. Susato final smash? How did he...
I was gonna say Susato, final character for Smash.
Yes, Susato's the final character for Smash. She's got one move. She's got the whole fighting style. You noticed the man too, have you? I have no idea who he is or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious and tall. He's suspiciously tall. Check his shoes.
He's tall probably because
He's a different background.
nationality than us.
Yeah. Don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is? No, I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. And is he investigating Cosmo's desk, or is he just playing on it? I can't tell. Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him. Am I just imagining it, or does Susato-san look almost uncontrollably excited?
She loves detective
Oh, she's a
stuff, so
fan.
She probably knows.
By the way, I expect that you've noticed already, but just in case. If you press A on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them. Alright, then I'll get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself. Oh, please do. I would like to examine this man. Hello, sir.
Why are you upside down?
Why are you doing this? Excuse me, do you have a moment? Shh, this is a critical point in my investigation. Okay. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly. Yes, perhaps that would be for the best.
Ugh.
Greetings. I hope I haven't kept you long. Ah! What exactly were you doing in Cosmo's desk just now?
Reading his diary.
I was reading his diary. Son of a bitch is full of secrets. Examine people. Who are you? Dr. Hottie? Oh, goodness. Dr. Hottie. Him and his grabby hands. That's the only thing I remember about him. Oh, I see. Fascinating. Sorry? What do you see? Feels like he's looking right through me. Oh, yes. Everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that where the sleep gas comes from?
Sorry?
We've never been there.
What?
But thank you for finding out that that's part of it.
Oh, and now, whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Oh, well, that's true at least. I love this man. This man seems goofy already, but I love his fingerless gloves. They make me trust him. His fingerless gloves lead me to believe that this guy is cool. But how? How the deuce did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary deduction. Hardly worth explaining.
Please explain it.
Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are a merciless revolutionary.
Are
Revolutionary.
These describe the killer? 'Cause none of these describe us.
What? You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. Is he investigating a crime scene with fingerless gloves? He's gonna leave. Actually, you know what, you're right. That's actually kind of the opposite of what you want for glove.
Well, it seems like that technology is pretty new, and he has a fancy gun for it, so he'll just ignore his own.
Yeah, I guess he's the only person searching for fingerprints, so he's like, I know to ignore mine, duh. I'm guessing that's what his thought is. The Crystal Tower.
And when the beribboned occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you ended his life too. Sir, I am Japanese. I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes. Just to be clear, you are talking about me, are you? Certainly I am. Oh, hell yeah! Yo! You know what? This guy's definitely the coolest guy in the game. Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name.
I mean, the ship man over there is Russian.
I don't see one person who fits that bill. Also, I know this guy is like surely British, and my accent is coming off as like probably not even close to that, but that's what you're getting.
It was you who did this to Kazuma-sama.
What?
And you're plotting a revolution too.
Susato, what? Susato.
It's shameful behavior, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked.
No, listen, again? God damn it. She's so ready.
Explain yourself. Tell me everything.
All it takes is a few confident words
It
from
takes...
Sherlock Holmes again, and we're
Oh.
in the hot seat.
God damn it,
He's
again.
got more confidence than us.
He's got so much confidence.
How could you do it? How could you kill those 16 people?
For pity's sake, cut her some slack. Susato's only 6... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, but like... Shit. My only...
I mean, she's not cutting us any slack.
Yeah,
She's
she's...
flipped us how many times
She,
now?
I think we're at 3. We're at 3 flips. I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously.
Oh, forgive me.
And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came in your head. Ah, but was I not right? Whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you do find yourself in a most troubling predicament, do you not?
I'm in a troubling predicament,
Well,
but
yes.
nothing else that you said is correct. about
Maybe.
me.
Like, that's literally the only correct thing you've said about me. Ha! There you have it, you see? What do you make of that?
I mean,
Huh? That's exactly what a Russian revolutionary would say.
he's like,
Well-
I only agreed to one statement, not all of the statements.
Yeah, I only agreed to one, not all of the above. To be honest, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So, I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation. Indeed, and observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brassy certitude. And more often than not, I'm right. I'm right. Ha. I don't think you introduced yourself. Ah, my apologies. How remiss of me.
Oh, he's got to put his gun
I'm none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. The inimitable Sherlock Holmes. Hell yeah, baby. Oh, maybe I go for an Austin Powers voice. Yeah, baby, yeah. A, all of the above. B, all of the above. C, all of the above. Or all of the above. I like that option D turned into all of the above.
So it's really you? The actual Sherlock Holmes?
Very same. The inimitable actual Sherlock Holmes. Do you know this man, Susato-san? I'm into it. Yeah, baby. My God.
The most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san. Of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him.
I mean, we haven't.
What planet have I been living on then?
The one that we've been causing a revolution.
Yeah, we've been causing a revolution in Russia, apparently.
We must ask him what he's deduced. He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure.
Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this? Okay, well,
I mean, how long? How old do you think Sholmes is?
How old is Sholmes in this game?
I guess we could look at
The case file? Oh, we can. Wait. We could look at that now.
And switch to people?
Yeah.
He's
34. Damn, he looks like mid-20s. Oh yeah, she's 16. Oh damn, we're like mid-20s. Yo, she's a kid. She's stomping our ass. She's like half our size. That Susato take down some serious business. You're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again? Indeed, I'm none other than the one and only Herlock Sholmes. Oh, I see. You're German? Herlock, was it? No, I have no hair. I mean, I have hair. Please, call me Sholmes. Call me Sholmes. There you go, that's how... You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication.
Oh yes, Ranced Magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interest articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially.
How... do you get those imported? Are those expensive? Are you wealthy? Rinosuke is 21, I believe. Could be wrong, though. Ah, okay. Here it is. The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. So, you're the protagonist in a series of short stories, then? Indeed I am. And you've read so many of your own stories, you start to think you really are a detective. Make no mistake, I'm not the poor deluded fellow you take me for.
I don't write those short stories. Wilson writes them about
Yeah, they get written about me. Your inference is backward. Backward? My trusty biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in the magazine. You have a biographer, do you? It fits the bill. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London. In London. Dr. Wilson?
The one that died in the left.
Oh no, he died. I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. I can't get over that fucking pose. It's the coolest. More, this very moment, I'm returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown. Really? I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not. Deduction, you see, is to me a science. Logical reasoning in its purest form.
A science?
Really? What's his first name? Dr. Jared Wilson? The astute observer notices even the most subtle of reaction in his subject. A furtive glance, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of the posture, fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin, all these things are data. Right. And the trained logician makes deductions from this data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. As I demonstrated only a few short moments ago.
How can he look me in the eye and claim that?
So you see, I have a turn both for observation and for deduction, and fame. That is what makes me the one and only Herlock Sholmes. Woo! I want to see like fireworks pop off every time he says his name. Cause him his death. What happened? Done the switch thing with John Watson too. I mean, Juan Jot. I'd be pretty down to see Juan Jotson. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet? Have I managed to deduce anything? My dear fellow. Who do you suppose discovered the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you now, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Ah, I see. In other words,
You're the reason why I'm in handcuffs.
I'm in these now because of you.
When I became anxious about Cosmo-sama this morning, I summoned all of the crew members to force the cabin door open.
And I concealed myself among their number, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. You broke in? You went from Australia to Liverpool. I hate that. Listen, I can't. It's not an accent I'm good at, so you get what you get.
Also, when you switch between voices throughout the game, you change people at every case.
Oh yeah, that will happen too.
If they go away for a while, it just becomes a new voice.
If you yeah, he's just very well traveled. That's what it is. He's got so many accents under his belt. No,
Like if we leave him for a while,
if I don't
you have like 3 other characters. By the time he comes back, you're gonna be like, what was his voice?
Oh,
again?
he's gonna have
It'll be different again.
He'll have a different voice every time I see him. I assure you. Especially if he's gone for a bit. I can seal my Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective Herlock Sholmes was on board. The handcuffs seem to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo. The very moment I laid eyes on the scene, 2 facts were immediately apparent to me. Oh, really? For the morning, try and catch some Z's, have some good sleep. Catch you next time, yo. And maybe watch the VODs on the YouTube after if you want to see how I journey through this. Really, 2 facts, you say? 2 facts? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's more text dialogue options than I was expecting. Mr. Sholmes, tell us, please. What 2 facts were apparent to you when you came into this cabin this morning? Ah, yes. But first, let us be precise. The 2 facts in question were immediately apparent to me. Yes, I understand. What were they? Allow me to elucidate. The 2 facts that I deduced from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2, the victim was Russian, killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. What made you think the victim was Russian?
Because he wrote in Russian on
Observe
the
the
floor.
dying message left by the victim on the floor. I can't read what that says at all, but I know that's Russian.
Oh.
Russian word for wardrobe. What? Why would he call me out? And then, see, why would you write wardrobe and then on the note it says, don't open?
But he couldn't read that one.
Yeah, so...
Nor could whoever wrote this.
So, I mean, we're seeing conflicting messages in the 2 pieces of text.
Of the wardrobe.
Does the wardrobe lock from the inside? Like, what if the killer was like...
Well, the killer might have known he had a stowaway.
Yeah, the killer might have known he had a stowaway or something.
Do you really think Kazuma-sama could have left a dying message in Russian?
But yeah, because we think that something with the vent next door
Yeah.
is it, so they could probably hear us talking in here.
Yes.
So they know that we exist.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, whoever's next door knows that we're in here, for sure.
For sure.
In their final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian. Kazuma was Russian, was he? Initially, I considered Garderob may be the name of the killer. A certain Robert Gard, perhaps. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe there at least.
Well, you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly.
Quite so. I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer.
So he.
Why is it that I'm Russian too? He just assumed.
So he's following this crime, and he knows that other name for this other crime, and then he's like,
Yeah.
it must be you.
He's seeing another Russian crime happen and connect it to us. Why am I suddenly Russian?
This
I
guy's
am.
on the ship, and a murder happened here, and it pointed to the wardrobe, so it must have been you.
It must have been you. I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted.
We were.
In
Oh,
traditional Russian clothing. And if my... Yeah, he straight up says it. I wasn't even looking at the screen when I said that. I was looking at CaptnmcD when I made that stupid remark. And if my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people.
Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people? I had no idea.
And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong. I took a photograph of the victim in the message, that I might analyze it for possible hidden details. Can I see said photograph? Oh. This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed. Yeah, Cosmo had already been taken away when I woke up. It was the first time I've actually seen him like this.
With his headband not blowing.
Yeah, his headband not blowing in the wind.
Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes. Thank you. The photograph of the crime scene has been entered into the court record. Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes? What, pray? You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all of that? Ah, yes, the train of reasoning that led me to the truth. Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think? You know, just give me an idea of what happened. Certainly, if it interests you. I have no idea what you said there, bud. How many times? I'm not Russian, and I don't speak Russian. I'm talking to you in English. And if we're playing the regular version of this game, I'm talking to you in Japanese.
I mean, probably not. Probably we would be talking to him in English. I know it would be text in Japanese, but he said he couldn't read the.
Oh,
foreign
he can't read?
language,
Yeah, okay, so we're talking in English right now. Okay, your deduction just now.
Like the stuff on the wardrobe, he's just like a foreign language.
He's like, man, what the hell's this? Peel it off.
So he didn't know what that one said.
Can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded about me, I mean. The now famously accurate troubling predicament you find yourself in. Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and assassin of 16 part? Ah, yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads...
That's us?
Revolutionary violent Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai.
And
That's me!
We're on a ship from Asia to England.
So Sherlock Holmes is racist. I can't believe it. Because we're in Asia? You think all of Asia's the same? This vessel made a... Oh, shit, never mind, it was there. Damn it! This vessel made a port call at Shanghai yesterday. And last night, a young Russian was murdered.
But we've been on this boat for long.
We've been on this boat since when was Cosmo Russian?
It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Cosmo-sama wrote on the floor.
It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One who would kill the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you, violent Bolshevik. No, how could it be me? I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face.
Naturally.
Well,
that's a disguise.
you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your face as well. Oh my god, he literally just said it. Sholmes, legendary detective. I actually kind of like it. It's great. What's up, Leosh? How you doing tonight? Oh, please. And I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Well, that's because I'm a stowaway. I'm a different kind of criminal. We're not a murder criminal. We're a take advantage of things and services for free type of criminal.
What about the other details? 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower.
Ah, yes. The journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all those particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far and those he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake.
Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder?
And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Also quite clearly stated here in the article. Bolshevik has recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. What? These are places I've never heard of. This Afghanistan place.
We've only been to Japan.
Yeah, take the paper for yourself. As a little memento of this great deduction. Oh, thank you. I've absorbed all that is of interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish bin nearby. The article... I've absorbed this evidence. I'm just gonna fucking throw it out.
To us. Thank you.
Thanks, Sholmes. The article about the revolutionary has been entered into the court record. And you may find the article on the back page of interest as well. On the back, cast your eye over it sometime if the interest takes you. Oh, you may need someone to interpret.
Time to turn it over. Oh, a princess.
Wait, who are you?
I mean, she's got a princess crown.
Who are
Or,
you?
I guess a queen.
This is interesting.
But she looks young, so I would think.
Have you found something relevant, Naruhodo-san?
Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting.
If we found someone who speaks Russian.
I can't read a single word, I'm afraid.
No. Wait, Sholmes said that we might need an interpreter to read. I think Sholmes is fucking with us. I'm pretty sure
Like,
he...
You're Russian. Here, have this Russian article, but you'll need an interpreter.
Yeah, we're gonna be like,
You know
Sholmes,
what?
you knew we were Japanese this whole time. He's like,
going to,
I know,
he's gonna
but this was
ask us
part of
something
my
about
play.
this to confirm.
Yeah. He'll be like, hey guys, you couldn't read a single thing that fucking paper said, did you? No, we're not Russian. See? They're not Russian.
She's not a princess, she's a ballerina. Look at the
She's a
front.
ballerina. Oh, okay. What did Swan Hat Lady look like? Is it her? Is,
No, it
is
doesn't
Swan Hat Lady actually a famous ballerina and we let her go?
I don't think it's.
You don't think so? Okay. Just thinking. Just gotta check. Perhaps about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? Yeah, they think it's a princess, but they're not. Are they gonna see the ballerina aspect that's hidden by the Susato? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you noticed this article. Glad you've noticed this. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. It pops up everywhere, this Mr. I can't read. I'm not Russian.
Even in our court record.
He's showing.
Gonna come.
Nothing can stop Sholmes from appearing in your thoughts as long as there's a clue there. If there's a clue anywhere, he'll find it in your
She
dreams.
disappeared.
It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Why are Russian names so hard to remember? It would appear the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room. Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles?
I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money.
Yeah.
They're like, look at that crown. That is an expensive.
Susato-san's eyes are
crown.
shining like diamonds themselves.
She's like, I want that. Crown.
She's like, I want that shit. The tiara is property of Novovich Ballet. It would seem the director is beside herself with worry. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They have requested international assistance at all ports with sailings to Great Britain.
Could this be another case of Russian fleeing his or her country?
It does seem to be the Russian thing to do.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruhodo. Naruhodo, I can't believe you're racist.
Well, he's like,
I'm
dude,
just,
we
come
don't
on,
know
man.
about the world, and the first two things we saw about Russia was people leaving it.
And revolutions. I can't find it. He's like, I don't know what's
Naruto's
going
like,
on
I'm
here.
just trying to get a grasp on anything in this case.
I just want to know what's going on here. Please, I'm so lost.
Well, we can continue our conversation with
Oh, we still have more talking to him. Cast your eye over it sometime if the interest takes you. Okay, yeah. It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. But I suppose it won't hurt to just glance at the article. Maybe there might be a picture or two. What were you doing? Before we start talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma? Ah, yes, the victim. That Russian name Kazuma.
Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all?
Observe, for a moment, the desktop of the victim.
Uh-huh.
We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text. London Diary. Kazuma was taking notes of the trip. But... Oh, she'll let him. I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people.
As in one person.
Tragic. And something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading. Too late. I've already memorized the entire thing. You mean you've read it already? It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what Susato takedown is. Nope, she does not care.
Thinks too highly of him.
Susato-san? Aren't you going to throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns?
I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean?
She's like, I'm a proper yes.
Life is... It's like, oh, fuck you, Susato. God damn it.
She only does that because she thinks you're possibly a criminal.
Oh, I like Susato less now. Damn it. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim, it would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray to be precise as to details. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese. A smattering, dear boy, a smattering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado, nado nado. I trust you're suitably impressed. Yeah, man. This diary is littered with complicated-looking characters, of which I can read precisely none. Oh, so what was all that, dude? Oh, that is a weird, ugly laugh. I'm keeping that. Oh, he makes a weird face when he laughs.
If you'd be so kind to show me, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Sholmes.
Wow.
Susato,
She'll read it out loud.
Susato, you hypocrite. I'm much obliged, my dear madam.
Final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads,
1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. A whistling sound? These are very deep waters. Pray, go on.
The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the
Ventilator grill.
A snake.
It's a snake?
Because it can go through
It's a
the
speckle
the
band.
vent, strangle, go back out.
Oh my. Oh, so you think it's not even like a. If it was a strangle, I think you'd have physical marks. Yeah. So it might have been a bite. Yeah, yeah. If you've never seen a snake before in your life, maybe, or maybe it was like a snake with like a shirt and was hiding, and you just think it's a ribbon, and you go to play with the ribbon, and then a snake. It's like a sock, and you're like, "What's that sock doing there?" And then you go to touch the sock, and the snake comes out the inside and bites your hand, or the snake turns into Loki, and he stabs you.
Because he knows we love
Because he knows we love snakes, and he knows I was gonna pick it up. Speckled band. What on earth does that mean?
I have no idea. I've never heard that expression before.
The ventilator grill, you say? Man was presumably referring to that right there. The lattice there on the wall, which connects the adjoining cabin. Yes, the adjoining cabin. Kazuma's diary has been entered into the court record.
Or the snake's just the accomplice and locked the door and went.
The snake locked the door and went out! Oh my god. Okay, whoa. Captain McD, that is the wild theory.
In the murder. That's why this person can come in and they
The
could
snake-
write the Russian on the floor.
Oh my god.
And they could do all the other stuff in the room. And the snake just locked the door. He was like, "Don't worry, I got you, bro.
the snake was an accomplice to
See you
murder.
in our room. I'll come through the vent.
Oh my god, it's wait, that is Danganronpa 2 case 4. Do you watch Danganronpa 2? Do we play Danganronpa 2?
I watched the anime with you for number 1.
No. And do we play
you told me of most of number 2.
Ah, okay, cuz that's case number 4. There's something like that happens. I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being at least.
Do you have somewhere to go?
As it happens, the victim's writings in his diary have piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe. And if I'm still too long, the seasickness takes hold. I will vomit in the next receptacle I find.
Oh, I suppose you're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to.
Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exaltation. So yes, I intend to investigate. Hence, the truth will become clear soon enough.
Do you think perhaps that we could go with you?
No,
Criminal.
that would be somewhat complicated.
What? But why?
A simple glance at your wrist should reveal the answer.
Come on.
After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter. No?
There's no point trying to turn into a question.
You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point.
What?
Oh, you know what? You were the prime suspect. You must be joking. You just said it a moment ago. So he's like, you're the prime suspect, but I don't know that you did it, but I'm holding on to you just in case. Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I would have no cause to say such a thing.
Just like he knows
actually,
we
Mr.
don't
Sholmes,
actually speak Russian.
I did hear you say that too.
You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know. Not really.
So what? Were you looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are.
Well, anyway, that was then and this is now.
What do you mean?
What I mean, sir, is this. If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate. Gotcha. And now he's just being plain rude. Oh, what a dingus.
He's so
And off he goes. Oh, what a big weirdo. His sense of humor is as twisted as his name.
Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for?
Huh?
You must go and investigate the cabin next door as well.
I mean, you can go.
Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way I can... Hi!
Oh,
What?
You're gonna break them for us? Or no, flip.
Oh!
After Kazuma-san spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just going to roll over and accept your fate?
As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. Just straight up judo throw, fuck.
I think we still have some investigation to finish off in here first. Don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to slip next door. Good idea.
The situation doesn't look good for me, but there's still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this. And bring the real culprit to justice.
Oh, another dude.
Oh, is that...
Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, no, it's just that the crewman's standing by the door. I can't feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Wait a second.
Oh yes, you're right. He does look familiar.
Is it Hosonaga? Yo, it's Hosonaga.
Excuse me, sir.
It is! It's him! It's him! Yes? What can I do for you?
Please go examine the cabin next door and take all of the clues.
Please, please, just go steal everything in the room next door. But it can't be. What are you doing here? Are you still dying? You need to get...
Confirmed.
Excuse me, can you get that, like, looked at?
It is.
I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga.
Hello again. What are you doing here?
I found you too interesting, so I tailed you.
I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart stopped.
Nearly stopped, I hope.
I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board the ship.
Well, there's clearly
again?
another suspicious character. Snake on board.
There's also possibly that Russian revolutionary.
Yeah, so
This board is a very suspicious boat. This boat is just suspicious. Again,
You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector.
I'm just good at it.
if there's anything I can do to help you, please ask. I never expected to see this man on board.
Do you speak Russian?
Do you speak Russian? Yeah, perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. Yeah, he's multilingual.
'Cause
He was a
already has
translator
a
before.
crewmate.
Yeah, he's got to know. He can read, I'm sure. Special orders. So, what are your special orders this time, Inspector?
Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew?
I got a job on this ship.
I'm so sorry.
That's top secret, like last time. Until you know.
This is all my fault. I take full responsibility.
Oh.
For what? My orders were to act as a Sogi-san's bodyguard. Oh. Well, shit.
You failed in that one.
Huh. It was Minister of Justice Jigoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated.
What? So they knew he
Shit,
was gonna be
wait.
targeted.
They
if
knew-
They bothered to assign him a bodyguard.
They knew he was a target? Assassinated? How could that have even been a possibility? I guess it's because he represents the joining of the countries and the legal system and stuff.
Maybe.
Plus, we also
Brett had some powerful allies.
I was gonna say, well, clearly we were supposed to be stopped at the first case. Clearly the legal system was supposed to be fucked, or I was supposed to be put in jail. And that probably was to stop him, because I think foreign forces knew of Kazuma. I'm not sure, but these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Jigoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities. This is incredible.
I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated?
Obviously, we couldn't give Asogi-san a visible security escort. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew.
I see.
And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board, from morning until night, every day.
So you knew I was.
But I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin. Not here on the first-class deck.
So that means you didn't have your eyes on him.
So you didn't have your eyes on him the
In
whole time.
cabin.
I've failed miserably at my assignment, and Asogi-san is dead as a result. Well, also, did Asogi-san know he had a bodyguard? Because he might have just been watchful eye from a distance type of thing. I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize. Inspector. So if there's anything at all that I can do to help now, just say the word.
Go next door.
Go next door. Go next door. You have more authority than us. We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer. After what? Did you not see? We were there together.
He clearly didn't go in the cabin.
Of course not.
Because he said we nearly gave him a heart attack.
Oh, seeing us here, yeah. So he didn't know that we were... Yeah, nobody knew we were
So
here.
he didn't see what happened in the cabin.
Yeah.
So he's saying, confirm for me first.
He's like, just say it. I know you're not gonna. I know that it's... He's like, I'm pretty sure it's not you, but I want to, look in your eyes while you say it.
We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door.
Yes. Yes. We need to be allowed out of this cabin. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna do that so I can have that on top. What? You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety. If you move to even touch the handle of the cabin door, that stormy-looking seaman over there would surely snap your neck in two. I suppose I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well. Shit. Would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive.
What do you mean?
If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example,
The newspaper.
I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to.
Be like, oh, maybe that ballerina's over there.
I don't see how. Well, I mean, we have his journal entry that there was something coming through there.
There may be a way.
What? Really?
Think of how you tried to persuade me of your innocence, Naruhodo-san. By presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession.
Evidence.
So you think related to this case? I was thinking just to view people's cabins, he could go in and out if there's suspicious things on this ship.
We need something specifically for, hey, what happened here?
Yeah.
That would happen there, yeah.
So yeah, your snake
I think the snake thing.
directly to the next cabin.
So, evidence that would give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin, is it? Alright, yes, I think I might know what we can use. See if I can present the detective with the evidence he needs to persuade the captain.
Present court record.
Present.
Diary.
Speckled band. Take this! What's that? It's Kazuma's diary.
Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary.
Strange? In what way?
He wrote,
What looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? That is strange. Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is... Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it?
You're very astute, Inspector.
That ventilator clearly joins the next door cabin. And that's right. So if we can investigate in there, we might be able to work out what that speckled band was. Alright then. I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. What? This...
You're willing to do that?
Unusual?
Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs, though. But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders? I'm a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain.
Okay.
After all, I failed to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do.
You can get us over there, bro.
Thanks, man. Yo, if you can get us there.
Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just select move and we can leave this cabin at last.
Move. Well, let's see what we can find out. I'm gonna move it. Passageway. The other dude's just gone. He just doesn't care anymore.
I guess so. What's that?
What is that there? Is that a trap? SS Buria. First class cabin passageway. What is that on the ground there? Oh, I'm finally out of that cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be. This is the most luxurious accommodation.
Yes, indeed. Kazuma-san was being sent on the study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage.
Really? It must be awful.
Look at that guy.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, look over there. It's another crewman keeping watch. He looks enormous, even if he is sitting down.
The door next to him leads to second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't.
I suppose. Like people in handcuffs. I see a colorful book. I see a map on the wall.
And that thing on the floor.
And that whatever the hell that thing on the floor is.
Look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to this ship by now. You've been at sea for 2 weeks already.
I've been in a wardrobe. I was inside Cosmo's trunk when I first came aboard. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. I don't know if I captured her face like this. I like that face. The one she's like,
It must have been a very trying time for you.
Please, don't give me that pitying look.
Listen, we're gonna be a wizard after living in that cupboard.
We're gonna be we've actually lived 3 lifetimes in that cupboard. Okay, wait. Oh, was this involved? Investigate thoroughly. Okay. No, nothing weird there. What is this thing?
Ah, a trap for catching mice.
Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait.
Let me see.
Cheese?
Yes, I think that is what is called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows. Ew.
Cheese. I wonder what that tastes like. Maybe I should get a piece. he just starts reaching for it. Snap. Ah!
You have handcuffs and a mouse.
Then he's got handcuffs and a mousetrap on it.
You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers.
Really? But I guess you're right. He wants the cheese.
You weren't actually going to try it, were you?
All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Cosmo's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe.
Poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later.
That is the nicest thing you've said to us so far. Map, are you relevant? Plan of the SS Burya. Shows each deck. Look.
The Burya is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering.
Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but how is it that such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean? I mean, just like... but steel's heavier than feathers.
That's always what you think of. But they're both a
But they're both a kilogram. But steel's heavier than feathers.
But look how many feathers that is. That's cheating.
That's cheating.
Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruhodo-san.
It is.
Consider the Japanese archipelago.
The islands of Japan.
Yes, and they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them.
Sure, Susato, yes. Well, I guess so. That's just where the...
Stop thinking about it.
It's like islands float. And then, like, Ryunosuke is like...
Obviously means that anything you put on water can
flow. And then Ryunosuke is just like, yeah, that checks out to me. I wonder if that was the understanding at the time. I don't think so. I think at my just lack of knowledge here. There's a huge book on top of the table here, and there's a pen next to it.
Yes, that looks like the ship's log.
Shall we have a little look through it?
The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded.
You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. Hey, man.
Anybody can have beautiful
Something I've learned is that anyone can have beautiful handwriting,
Or
and anyone can have absolutely horrible, unreadable handwriting. I'm in the second category. No. I think my writing is legible, but it's definitely not neat.
Yeah, that's why handwriting
Yeah,
analysis. is
handwriting analysis is such a thing.
Such a lie. No.
Oh, it's such a it's a
like-
thing because people think they can do it.
Yeah, but it's like been proven wrong many times that like there's no consistency of you have this personality.
Oh,
you
you're
have
talking
this-
personality stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, personality-wise. Oh, you can't tell shit from people's writing. I thought you meant like handwriting analysis, and that it's like, oh, this person's writing matches the writing here. It was
you
them.
can still do that. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
I thought he might appreciate the compliment. He's like, the other guys make fun of my writing because it's really pretty. I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san.
even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank.
Presumably that means there was nothing to report. I really like her thinking face. I don't know why. It's a cute thinking face.
I like
I just want to look at this man.
his
His
belly
stance.
button's little opening.
He's got a, oh yeah. Excuse me. Could I ask you something? You? You little stowaway murderer!
That wasn't a good start, was it?
That wasn't a good start, was it?
All right, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you?
You? You little third-class lady's maid?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what you get. You think your ladylike charm is gonna win him over? Oh, he doesn't give a fuck.
He knows what class your cabin's been purchased in.
We seem to have caught the sailor on a bad day, Susato-san. Not sailor. My mother gave me a name. I'm senior crewman Biff. His name's fucking Biff. Oh, it's Biff Tannen. We're going back to the future with this one. I am senior crewman Biff Stroganoff. Ooh, the best thing is just to avoid eye contact, I think. Hey, Mr. Stroganoff, about this first-class cabin area. Here we are in finest part of Buria steamship.
Dude, he's beef stroganoff.
Oh, he's Beef. His name is Beef Stroganoff. Oh my god, it's not Biff, it's Beef.
Well, no,
Oh,
that's
that's
how
good.
the names in this game are.
Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
like, close
They're
together.
close. Oh, I didn't catch that.
So
Oh.
he is technically Biff, but
So he's
it's
beef.
because he's beefy.
He's
He's,
a
a beef stroganoff.
he's a fucking steak. That's really good, actually. Oh, nice catch, CaptnmcD.
Well, like that collector in the last one, we gotta find.
Oh yeah,
out the names
Korekuta. Yeah, I enjoy pun names, man. Phoenix Wright's got some good ones. Here we are in finest part of Buria steamship for very important persons. What sort of very important persons? Government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret, many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place. Gosh, that's amazing. But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you into ocean, but Stroganoff is not animal.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Thanks.
if I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied?
Da. Is that yes?
I don't know.
Did he say da? Susato-san, did you understand that?
It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes.
Yeah, there's da and niet.
Or no.
Genius, thanks. It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation. Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least.
Yes, it's tantalizing.
Oh, that's not the word I was going to use for that, but okay. What? Wait, actually, you know what? Never mind. What does the word tantalizing mean? Interesting.
Like,
It wants to.
you wanna
You
go
want to
for it.
interact with it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a weird way to use it. Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's? His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylott. He is very important Western gentleman. Grimes by Roylott. Grimsby Roylott. What is that name?
I mean, we'd never
We-
figured out the Giselle Brett.
Yeah, Giselle Brett. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with murder of student boy. How can you be so sure about that? Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman.
Ah, just like
Such a man
that.
would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East islands. Ah,
Just like
more
that
racists.
Really high-class lady
Oh
that
my
had teas to go to.
it's straight up bad. They're just like people from the West. Good, okay, no crimes. That was harsh.
Could you tell us Mr. Roylott came on board?
In Shanghai. That is not your business. Come to think of it, Even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, I've been in Cosmo's cabin the entire time. I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin.
But they've heard
Or even
you.
felt like there's anyone there.
Well, presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right?
That is not your business. This steel wall of a gentleman. Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? Nah, all time. So criminals like you cannot come in. Or get out.
I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all?
It is sad about student boy. Were you on watch last night as well? Of course. That didn't sound like yes. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? No, not at all, the man answered calmly and in a convincing
I
manner.
like that his
Niet.
little
His
scarf around his neck looks like a fish.
Oh, it does. It looks like a little fishy. Susato-san, did you understand that?
It was clearly a no.
So nothing unusual. Nothing at all. Don't ask me questions anymore. It's suspicious. You're weird. You're suspicious. Stop talking to me. And you didn't hear... Look at that face of a man telling the truth.
He won't look you in the eye anymore.
Oh, he does it. Oh, man. You didn't hear anything? Or sense anything was wrong in some way?
And looking down,
I
not like
said
looking up and
no.
remembering. Looking down in shame.
Oh, looking... Apparently, those things are not consistent.
Yeah.
But I have heard
It
them, and they are neat.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
But a person looking away from you is a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. It's, yeah, like, looking away and avoiding eye contact is the, I don't want to interact
It's more
with you.
sure than
I
directions
just,
of like looking up or down or anything.
I don't want to.
Sure.
I think the up and down one is more consistent than the left right one, because there's some people that say like left is one thing and right is one
I think
thing.
that one's not.
But
I think
the
just
down up
usually
one.
up and down is just like the tilt of the head is more people thinking versus like. Yeah.
What is it like? What it means basically, like what it tells you that they are thinking, but not what they are thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is enough. I cannot say more now. Oh, okay. You sure answered that last question very calmly and rationally. It's time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Yes, all right. Bulkhead to second-class area, staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain. Or as English say, when pigs fly.
Oh, I was gonna say you heard some whistling.
Yes, I understand. I don't understand. Okay, we're going back.
Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we?
Definitely. Let me look at those logs more. Can I read those logs even harder?
I would just go in the cabin.
It really is huge. It's pen with it too.
Yes, I'm sure that's the ship's log.
Okay.
'Cause he
Look through it?
Probably wrote in Russian, no?
Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, so nothing new. I was wondering if it was like, oh, we can rifle through it now. Now that he's, rifle through it more now. Now that he's not here. And it also didn't have the check mark, so.
Yeah.
I thought was worth investigating. Let's go in here. This is it. This is the cabin next door. Watch this guy also be dead. The one the ventilator connects to.
Yes, a ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging.
Whoever's in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. Woo!
Hello there.
Hello?
No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one there to help with our inquiries.
How annoying.
Herlock was going in there.
Yeah, isn't Herlock in there?
Sholmes, open the door.
Sholmes, knock knock, open up. Open up the door, it's real. The non-stop pop-up and stainless steel.
Yes, the ventilator.
Okay. Tunk tunk. Nothing. Hey, what if we flip the alarm?
Yeah, do it.
Let's do a prank. What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, isn't it?
That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it.
Oh, an alarm.
It says, press only in times of emergency.
This is an emergency. Doot.
So that the guy opens his door to
Yeah,
evacuate,
it's that-
and then we'll go in.
He opens it so we can get him to evacuate.
It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop.
Oh, I wonder if it went off because if vessel go complete stop, things get
Everything will
rustled.
Stop and like tilts.
Mm-hmm,
You think that
mm-hmm.
was the whistle? You said
Maybe.
something was whistling.
What are you doing now?
Oh yeah, whistling. That might have been whistling. Yeah.
I think it would be more ringing though. It looks like a bell, but we'll see.
We also saw that the man was hiding lies
We're
from
going
us.
to enact it, so.
This is an emergency situation. Look at these handcuffs.
Punch it.
You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in an even worse situation.
I don't know how my situation could really get worse. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, if we get a fine for stopping this vessel, doesn't matter.
We're
be in
already
jail.
like in jail.
To do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else.
Ah! What was that? It came from inside the cabin.
Such a hyper scream.
Oh. Ah! Wait, they said Western gentleman, not a woman.
So it's
Stand
ballerina
aside.
in disguise.
I'm about to break the door down. Fucking
It's
Sholmes.
like it's an emergency. There's a scream. We can break the door now.
That's enough reason I need to bust this shit open. I shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off the hinges. Watch out, I can't be stopped.
Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes.
Nope, no waiting, it's too late.
The door doesn't appear to be bolted.
You don't need to kick it in.
It doesn't? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What, pray, can I kick? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. I enjoy this future where Herlock Sholmes is a fucking maniac. he's
Sherlock is an odd person, and like, have you read the books at all?
he seems eccentric, but not this. He doesn't seem like I need to punch the shit out of something.
What? Look at that. That's totally a disguise.
Who are you?
Look how that nose is a
A
different
Western
color.
gentleman. This man looks Russian to me.
Yeah.
What's with those scissors? We heard a woman scream. A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. There's nobody but me in this cabin. I'm a man.
With a blade
True.
on the
This
floor for
old
your
man
pet snake.
does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case,
All of their books are tilted too.
yeah. In that case, who just screamed? I also like that from the perspective of this camera, we are clearly in the room and we circled around. Get out, all of you, now! Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimsby Roylott, I believe. Yes, that's me. And you are? I'm the one and only, the actual Herlock Sholmes. You've heard of me, no doubt? No. I'm a great detective among great detectives. One who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less.
I like that it's like everybody knows me.
So I assure you, you may trust me completely. Yeah, this man seems like just a big scam artist. Like, in a world where, like, there isn't digital transmission of information, like,
He's like,
he's-
look, I'm in a magazine.
like, I could just walk around with 10 books with my face
You
on
just
it.
pay to be in a magazine.
Yeah, exactly. I could have the only copy of my book in my hands and be like, there are books made about me, check it. That man uses a magazine like a business card. A detective? I do not trust detectives. We
I've got
distinctly...
something to hide.
they've got something. We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So might I be as bold as ask for you to open that small traveling case? What?
lump-
Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that?
Contortionism?
Contortionisms? Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. Don't look at me, man.
It's moving.
Wait, never mind. It's more than we expected.
It's the
Do you
snake.
see that?
Yeah, the case just shook. It's a snack. It's snack. Leave now, otherwise I'll call the steward. Why are you using scissors and mittens?
I think
Miss
she's trying to
Tur?
hide her female hands.
Oh, that like 100%. So this is Cosmo, Mr. Grimsby Roylet.
Yo, do you think she has the tiara on under the fuzzy
I
hat?
hope so. I hope there's a tiara under that full hat. This strange Russian man is hiding something.
Because I think that you wouldn't trust putting it anywhere.
Oh yeah, because
It's
you
that
need to keep it on you.
expensive, Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns.
I mean, I'm just not even. Shomes, why are you such a
He's
weirdo?
testing how you fit. He's gonna be like, you are very small to fit in that wardrobe, aren't you?
Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Shomes? You need only address me as Shomes. That's what I just did, isn't it?
We said Mister.
Well, Mr. Shomes, what were you doing in there? Why, I was resting, of course.
Resting?
Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of detection into service.
Oh!
And it would seem the hour is upon us now. The time has come.
I mean, we could have investigated, but we were just curious about.
Yeah,
your
we just
position.
wanted to know what you were up to, man. We're... Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually, you're spot on for once. Observe closely. Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylet, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret?
Alcohol?
Why? The truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians.
Neither is alcohol.
Right.
People
I
sweat
get
when they're
alcohol.
drunk. That's what it's like.
CaptnmcD suggests getting people drunk.
Then they're not as thinking as clearly. They'll tell you their secrets.
Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it?
Oh, yes, please.
Well, check this shit out. What you're about to see may well astound you. For I am about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case.
I guess we wouldn't really think about my tactic though. We're young adults. We probably wouldn't have alcohol on our person.
Yeah, we do not currently
offer.
just have alcohol to offer. Could this man be a more hackneyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? What? From time to time it occurs to me. Is the fellow dubious account on his Russianness or Russian on account of his dubiousness? I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you, or anyone, really.
That's right. And Mr. Shomes, I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment.
I must have complete silence. Can you hear it? What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. Huh? There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylet, I have reached two incontrovertible conclusions. What? What do you mean? Number 1. Your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you are about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not? And number 2, the other conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not?
Oh, Naruhodo-san, I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Shome's great deductions with my very own eyes.
Witnessed them in our room.
That's-
when he said the same kind of things to us.
That was a great deduction. You saw this before too, in the previous room.
Nothing can deceive Mr. Shomes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person.
That person clearly believes it though. Oh fuck. What ineffable twaddle.
Yes, I've read about it countless times in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, and now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true.
Oh, she's it's so endearing. I can hardly believe it, but all the colors drained from Mr. Roylot's face.
I don't know, he looks pretty red in the nose still.
It looks like somehow both of Mr. Shome's conclusions were right. How could you? How could I possibly know such things you wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. So do I cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let us aboard the train of reasoning. Put plainly, let us work through my deductions together. Oh my god, he's got his own fucking title page for it. Oh my god, what an ass. So, the dubious-looking Miss Rush and Mr. Roylott obviously what catches the eye in the first place is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement?
I mean, I want to know about the pocket.
I want... The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. I want it just to take off the obviously fake beard and nose and mustache. You're on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Oh, he thinks that... Does he think that she's the Russian dude escaping? The revolutionary?
Yeah, he's trying to, like,
and he's
change
trying to...
the appearance.
Now, moving on. See, less scared now. Now that Roylott discovers, oh, this dude's like a goofball.
Yeah.
Question begs this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? That beard is sick. You should keep it. Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper, in particular the fascinating front page article.
Are we getting a newspaper daily on a boat?
How are we getting the newspaper daily on the boat? Asks CaptnmcD. You raise an excellent point. Which it would appear you have read also, Mr. Roylott.
We might stop at a port every day. They could.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of silly.
This seems like a far journey, Japan to
To be making a bunch of
England.
stops.
And we have the daily newspaper.
I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. She's just like, oh, you are way wrong at this point.
Like, yes, it's not the ballerina at all.
In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain, violent Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of this article possesses an extremely copious beard. Oh, I love his fucking poses. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, violent Bolshevik. You said that about us 10 minutes ago.
Because he thought we already shaved the beard, but now he found a man with a beard, and he's like, oh, it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Too far ahead of this.
Not that I've heard you myself, you understand. Conclusion. A revolutionary on the run. Case closed. Topic 2. Wrongdoing. Now, as for my second conclusion. Not even fear anymore. You are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime? Over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth.
Even though you've got sunglasses to block them.
The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, that traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its contents laid bare. No, I refuse. What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation,
It's a snake.
a young lady, perhaps. One slight enough to fit therein.
He thinks the ballerina.
He thinks the ballerina's in there? Don't be absurd. And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? What are you even talking about? Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? You careless coupe doué. What is that word? Your careless coupe doy? Doy? Betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your traveling case can equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. Like,
That is the correct second word. Do you know how to pronounce it, Cookie Land?
I have no idea how to pronounce it. I mean, if it's anything like the word sun in French, it'd be a, like soleil, like the last half of it. Trompe l'œil. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. Tramp Louet. Oh, okay. Trompe Louet. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Like the type of painting on the wall that creates an illusion. Ooh, that's a cool phrase. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Man, this Herlock Sholmes is like, he reads like just the surface information.
Yes.
And just that's it. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the Russian enigma, Elemensky.
He's such a funny Sherlock.
He's probably my favorite interpretation of a not Sherlock, of Herlock Sholmes. Well, because he's not Sherlock Holmes. Oh, he couldn't be. It's not him. It's a different guy. Susato-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it? She was shuddering with excitement. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know.
But that seemed a little far-fetched.
But that did seem a little different somehow.
Her illusion is being
Her illusion
shattered.
is being shattered in front of her. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes, could you come over here a moment?
I really think a person would fit in that lumpy
Yeah, that
way
lumpy bag.
better.
Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all. Go on. Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Ah, yes, I recall our discussion earlier. And at the time, I believe I told you
Master
that the
of
man is a revolutionary, well able to revolutionize his own appearance.
In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do.
But he's a
She's
lot
like,
more
eyes closed.
round.
That man has a lot more like face going on
Yes.
than beard.
Unlike the kind of Santa-esque beard we have.
Yeah, this man-
on
that-
Mr. Roylott.
Mr. Roylott has the cheek beard going. This man's all neck beard.
Yes. He's got a thinner, longer face instead of a round.
Round, squat face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that she's like, he's closer than before. She's like, she wants to think he's cool.
He's got the hat and sunglasses.
That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina. Indeed, a truly startling revelation. I can't believe it myself. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not just at first glance, it is too small, clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you pushed really hard. Ah, but you forget, Ryunosuke. She's a ballerina. They're very flexible.
I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she?
You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. No, I didn't know. How could I?
Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from the case.
Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. Oh my god. Oh my god, is he gonna say that she's a fucking... Oh, he's gonna say the joke line I said. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain litheness in their bodies. Vinegar. For such a sour bunch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confines of that small case. Never meet your idols. Yeah, face it, that's straight up what this is. Oh my god, he straight up says, of course she can fit, she's a ballerina.
Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh no, Susato, you could see it crumbling in front of her.
Maybe I believe in Ryunosuke again.
Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical.
His eyes cut to the heart of a matter almost instantly.
Well, he made her super nervous.
Oh, there it is.
It's just his attention and his logic that seem a little off.
So he's noticing things, and he's connecting dots.
But in all the stories she's read, his Wilson was with him. His Watson.
Oh, it's because we don't have Watson. So, oh my goodness, no, you.
So we're gonna
Wait,
be
wait,
Watson.
Captain McD, you know what this is? You know how you could see things and I could do puzzles?
You're
So I'm Shomes. Oh no, I don't notice things. Wait, why am I Shomes? You're the one that noticed things. I do puzzles. You can't put Shomes on me. Oh no, I'm the Shomes of this group. Oh damn it. Your idea of a little may be a little off in
Because you
itself.
connected the puzzle and went right to the heart of it.
I didn't. Oh no. Alright, so Captain McD is the Watson of our team, and I'm the Shomes. Fuck.
But you get cool goggles
It's just. I do get. Okay, I get cool goggles and toys at least.
and a Polaroid.
It's just one or two key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think?
Switch some key words in his deductions.
Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction.
Oh my god, wait, you're right, I am Shomes. No! Damn it. Precisely the thought that I was going through with my own mind. This man is a lot of work. At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me. It's not that funny. And you, my good fellow. Sorry? Take a moment to look at your wrists. My wrists?
They're still in handcuffs.
What?
They're not in
What?
handcuffs.
What? What? Where are your handcuffs?
I took them off when you weren't looking.
How did... I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. I don't believe it.
Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel.
Oh my god, this dude... don't worry. I shall restore the shackles to your wrists when we are finished. You better believe your ass is still arrested. I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Okay, course correction. Hold it, Mr. You know what? I love this. Oh my god, this is fun.
Good night, Cookie Land.
Oh, you're going to
Watch
bed?
the VOD.
Alas to bed? Okay, yeah. If you're enjoying it, check out the VOD later, because this will be uploaded to YouTube. Either right after the stream, or if I have to fix it by tomorrow. Good night, friend. See ya. Bye-bye. Thanks for swinging by. The dubious-looking Russian, Mr. Roylott, obviously would catch the eye in the first place. Here's the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You are on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Yeah, see, there's the, like, huh?
I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard?
I'm imagining using, like, scissors to cut beard. I doubt that's something I'd ever have to worry about. Doesn't quite sit right with me, though.
Doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either.
Which means, I suppose, that the deduction is wrong.
Let's try to switch a key word here, Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters.
Right, but how?
I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylott.
What if it's really his beard that you intend to use those shears on?
Exactly. What if we just say hair instead?
And then watch them freak out and go like, oh, and they hold their head. Then what?
Then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san.
Why am I the only one to do something about this? Anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott going to use those enormous shears for?
Oh, there's hair in the back.
What? What the They're straight up just got long hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes!
Golden locks? There's just... How did we not see that before?
We never got behind her.
That's amazing. You're on the verge of using the shears to cut away those golden locks you sport. Indeed. You have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Oh my god, he takes full credit for it. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. Not a man at all. You're a woman, and judging from the length and sheen of your hair, one still very much in her youth. Oh no! Uh-oh. If only I'd managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. The question then begged is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of those magnificent locks? They look beautiful on you, darling. Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence that shed the light on the matter.
Newspaper. Just the other side.
I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about your revolutionary... Well, that was a shock. I had no idea the old man was really a young woman in disguise. Did you?
Yep.
What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Yes, it was a surprise, Naruhodo-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Sorry?
You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing the facts of Mr. Sholmes.
I'm just doing what we agreed. I am not having fun. No. This is strictly business. Come on.
Yes, I understand. Say no more.
Anyway, let's focus on this next part, Mr. Sholmes' deduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the facts at all now. No.
That's true, given that Mr. Roylott is actually a woman. exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary. I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now. Yes. Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them. For some reason, this woman needed to try and hide her true identity. I feel as though I've either read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that lately. How specific for this example? I'll do my best.
Well, it's because it's our first switch.
So it's like, it has to be something like obviously in the same category of thing. Yup, we're going with that.
That's the one. Yes!
Article about ballerina. The evidence that reveals her true identity is, of course, the article of the ballerina. That's right. You've hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what I was going to say. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Prima ballerina. It would appear that we are finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because your true identity is that of the Novovich Ballet's prima ballerina. Miss Nikolina Pavlova. Oh, oof, oh, oof, oh. Teenage girl managing to do perfect old man impression. Yes, I'm an old man. It's me, old man. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa, that is a sick earring. Oh my god, I want an earring like that. Wait, did she also just get thinner too?
The coat? Yeah.
Did the coat? Okay. It's not just she like tightened it.
Took out whatever stuffing she had.
You're right. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. Conclusion. A ballerina on the run. Solved. Case 2, wrongdoing. Kidnapping.
The wrongdoing is that she has a
I mean, she did kidnap the ballerina herself. I wonder if you can be, like, tried for, like, kidnapping your own ass. If that's a thing. Now, as for my second conclusion. You are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime.
stealing the tiara.
And the proof of this crime? Over there. Oh, yes, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, peoples have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, that's traveling case. This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly, she can't be inside that traveling case as well. No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all. I enjoy that. I enjoy that Herlock says like
The exact same
Like-
speech, word for word.
Like,
even
he'll
though
say-
all of the things have changed.
like he'll say completely contradictory statements, full confidence. He's my guy. In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? I could see him going to have to step in and fix the great detective's mistake again. You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san.
He likes to be useful.
You like the idea of another chance to dance around Mr. Sholmes? Stop it. Anyway, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to. Oh. I like that I'm like, ooh, liquor. And I looked at that. Oh, That's probably that's probably a clue
It's
there.
not under her hat. That's where I would have kept it.
Wow, look at this dazzling tiara. It's just chilling there on the desk, completely unguarded. I've never seen anything like it. Are those real diamonds, do you think? Oh, Naruhodo-san, try it on.
You are so
What?
beautiful.
Me? Isn't it usually girls who wear tiaras? Wouldn't you like to try it on? Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful. Why does this tiara look familiar? I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. Oh, I think I clicked examine instead of, like, this is the thing.
Yes!
Yes, that's here. You know what though? I like this because
We're not gonna get over that case.
I don't like that. I
wanna
don't.
see the snake.
I want to see the snake too. I don't think we're gonna get that to that. But I enjoy that it's just a look around the thing to find the slightly different thing.
Yes.
And I enjoy that they are hiding it.
Yeah.
And that makes it entertaining to me. It's like a fun, like little like hide and seek.
Yeah, that you can't see when she's in her old man disguise, that her hair is fully sticking out.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
then,
you look and
2
you're like,
seconds and you're like, oh.
it's like,
look at that.
you just turn the camera like 2 degrees and you're like, oh my god, dude, how'd you miss this? It's pretty great.
Especially because he actually went into the room to sit in that.
Yeah, he was in this room like a lot. I believe this tiara is worn on by stage dancers in the Novovich Ballet, is it not? Novovic? Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. That's a lot of rubles. In summary, the crime you've committed is theft. Oh, no. Yes, you left your ballet troupe, unlawfully taking that precious tiara with you. Oh. I like her appearance, but I will not let myself be deceived. She is the killer.
I mean,
I have no one, no family, no friends. I am all alone, and I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Prussia. It belongs to me. It belongs to me.
The girl is only 15 years old. She's run away all by herself.
so somebody bought it.
Somebody
for her to
bought
wear
it
to
for her.
ballet, And then the
Ooh.
ballet's like, we own this.
It's
and we own
ours.
you.
We own this and you. You're our property, including the things that you're wearing. She must have been extremely lonely.
All right. I will tell you everything. There's no point to hiding it now.
Come, come, let us not be hasty.
What?
She wants to tell you stuff.
There remains one unsolved mystery about you.
Mystery? What do you mean?
Yeah, what's in the case?
What the fuck is in that case? You've staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude that, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish it to remain closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? My dear girl, there's no sense in playing games with me. I'm very good at games. I win them all the time. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even before I've ever laid eyes on them. It's full of bees, isn't it? We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless coupe d'oeil. Wait. Coupe d'oeil. Yeah, coupe d'oeil betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the books on the shelf. Oh, we got another one. We got a bonus one. Coup d'oeil. I'm not gonna get that one, man. That's gonna be the one that escapes me.
Well, hopefully he doesn't use it in every case for the whole game. Then.
Yeah.
Just this one.
Yeah. So the P is silent. Yeah, because it's like a coup de grace. So it's a coup d'oeil. Coup d'oeil? I don't get it. He's completely changed tack with he's gone on a new path. We don't know where he's going now. I think he's adapting his logic to the changing circumstance. He just goes. He just goes.
Deducting.
He can't stop deducting.
He just goes, what's going to catch my attention? Those books are knocked down. Those ones.
He's not stopping the car. You're telling him that the McDonald's isn't on the way. He wasn't going to McDonald's anyway. He was going to that next restaurant that was on the road.
And we're just going to have to keep making sure
We're just-
there's fuel in the engine.
We just have to keep making sure there's fuel in the engine. That's a completely wild guess. I can only see that as a wild guess.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Yes, that's true, but still. Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself.
There has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in the same area if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn.
I agree. That's the only answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me look. Pets. No pets.
Yeah.
These are the rules of passage for... Okay. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also... It's a pet and a dangerous object. Like us. Oh, no. There was exactly the same notice in our cabin, too. I wonder what happens if you break the rules.
Oh dear, I'm sure the punishment would be severe, Naruhodo-san. You'd probably be left to drift in the freezing cold ocean. Or shut inside a tiny wardrobe for days on end.
So I've actually been serving time for weeks now, have I? Alright, presento!
Yes!
Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. The reason you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage on this vessel. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents. As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time. No weapon or other dangerous item would move of its own accord. Unless it's a stand user, which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case. Oh, bait. Yo, cool guy pose. Last item is forbidden is a pet. Okay, that's jokes. Man, I like this sequence. That's a fun sequence.
It is a fun sequence.
That's a good sequence. Kidnapping of a young ballerina. Possession of a prohibited animal. Solved. Yo.
We're such
I
cool
like
guys.
that it's like him and then no, let me add to the mix. And then you get in. That was dope. Yeah, right? That stuff is cool. I like it. And it's like it's puzzly enough.
Yes.
And it's stylish. It's fun. I like it. So clearly, you aren't who you said you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Roylet. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet's company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel. Which couldn't have been easy. The brig has a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she really have snuck on board without being noticed? Well, she's a ballerina. She's got acting skills. Of course. She acted her way on here.
Yep.
As her alternate personality. In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Yet to a woman, hair is no trifling matter.
So you were gonna be distraught at it. She went, ah.
Oh, my personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So, if I was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin? Was that you? That veritable tinkling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me. Big scream. Ballerina. Ballerina power.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself, so no one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable man. I see. I put on the fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw the newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me.
Yeah, that'd be surreal to ever look in a newspaper and see yourself without you knowing.
I was so frightened. I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearances completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that from time to time.
Are these two even talking about the same thing? There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case?
You were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say to any of the crew. Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return,
We have to see what it is.
you must tell us, in as much deal as you can muster, about the events of last night.
Yes, alright. I will tell you.
Not open the case?
Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something, Mr. Shom's great deduction?
It needed a little work.
It was certainly something, yes.
It was fun.
I'm just not entirely sure what... but at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible.
She looks ashamed of it
she
now.
looks like
She's
ashamed of him
I
now.
was really impressed by this guy, but I don't know.
She's like, I don't know how cool he is anymore. Ah, one more thing. Oh, yes? What? Observe your wrists. God damn it, not
you're
again.
back.
Oh, fuck.
You've proved your usefulness.
Your hands are cuffed again.
What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. When? And why? And how?
There's still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo.
True detective skills. How could I have missed?
I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can't it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
Okay. How are you feeling?
I want to see the snake.
You want to see the snake? Okay. We continue then. We continue. Friend. So the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell. Don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious...
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt.
Ah!
So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
Maybe an adorable little rabbit? Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you? Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then?
Got gigantic
You
rabbit.
may well ask. I have no idea. I was asking you.
Full confidence.
Shows is fucking great, man. What a dingus. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken.
Really?
Consider the benefit. Oh my god. He deduced it. He deduced it. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs. And when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance. You'd eat your friends? I don't remember that.
It's like, no, it's want a chicken. Just because you think a chicken is a useful pet doesn't mean she wants one.
Well, it appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. Ha 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 ha. She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Okay, we'll keep talking to her first. What happened last night? Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? Ryunosuke, why would you reveal that?
That's what
God
we do in games.
damn it, Ryunosuke.
Like Somnium Files, where
Oh,
everybody
Somnium.
knew everything.
Somnium Files
You're
was
like,
was
hey,
was the
did you
worst
know
for that.
That somebody died, and they'll be like, yeah, they got strangled or hung on this, and these are all of the details of the crime, and it happened yesterday in this location.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
You must know something because you know all of that detail. Nope.
Nope.
It was
It was on the
it
news.
was on the
Everyone heard it.
news. I know. So you just told me, and I know.
One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast.
The man who died, he was a friend of mine.
Oh.
That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded.
It's still
Shomes,
going,
it's
so-
still going, and you are also on this.
But
Perhaps
What?
everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened.
I was gonna say, but luckily we weren't the first one to tell her. Somebody else told her.
Oh, somebody else told her. Oh, in regards to the crime happening, yeah.
Yes.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. That seems highly unlikely. Running away. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novavic Ballet?
Yes. I'm traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
Oh, okay. You wish to forget? A challenging proposition. When you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
I think that's just to say.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live.
Yeah, it's probably just the money.
I have no money of my own. The Novavic Ballet gives us only little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes, and the crew of the ship. They have all been so kind to me. They let me come on board, and they say I could hide in this cabin.
So they okay, so they know.
About Raina.
Oh, okay. So the guys on board were straight up like they were in on it, including Mr. Beefsteak. If that is indeed, yeah, Beef Stroganoff. That name's pretty excellent still. If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh well, yes, of course. I think we should hear her explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but conundrum. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel.
So who was in the room before?
Ah, yeah. However, the SS Burya stopped by no port last night. Oh! Huh. That's it, of course. So how is it, pray, that you came to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that.
Not nothing strange happened last night.
It was just after we asked him when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
Yeah, nothing strange happened last night. That is not your business. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry? What was that?
It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel.
Okay, you know, if you're not gonna tell us, you could just say so. Listen, Yuki. Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist the touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Shoei. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. Okay, well, I guess that's that. What do we... you want to look at things? What would you like to look at? The case? Okay, let's look at the case. Let me see.
Don't touch.
Huh?
I will tell you what I know about last night. But please, you must not touch my things. How do you say? Forbid it.
Oh, sorry. As well you should be, young man. What vulgar manners you have. Poking around in a young lady's private belongings. Neither shall I allow it. Hypocrite. I know. Books. Bag. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad the game tells us don't bother.
Yeah. It's a good feature.
I mean, I'm curious what it's gonna be like. Let me see.
You...
Oh yeah. You know what it is? It's just that everything is don't touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you present her the journal with the speckled band?
I can present her anything I want, and that includes that band, and I will attempt it. Let us do that. Beep. This is a diary of my friend who passed away.
His diary?
Yes, and he wrote in it last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, what if it's what if the whistling is like a snake charm thing, like a training thing? 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? It's weird. This one thing about this case, I can't quite figure out. You must have seen something about a speckled band. It connects directly to your room. He's totally Columbo. When he's got something right.
Yes.
And it's straight up it's strange, isn't it? And that's when it's time to bust out the Columbo voice. It's up there on the wall.
In other words, the cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh. Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps?
Oh, she's like, oh, fuck, did he get out?
No, I don't know anything.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to tell
We're just gonna...
eventually, if you can't give us any more information.
Knock,
I'm
knock,
sure we're
knock.
gonna be on trial and be like, but something.
Excuse me. Oh, Mr. Roylott. Yeah.
That's fast.
Yes? What? Wow, she's fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once, please. All right, I will come now.
I was saying, I've
Me,
got an out for you.
Mr. Roylet. What? You must leave now. Oh no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylet.
Get out! The passenger said out, or do you want me to throw you out? Ah, fine. We have to leave. We don't get to investigate the cabin for now.
Until later.
Until later.
What a pity.
Ooh. And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. Biff is quite strong.
He is.
To be continued. Okay, I think that's a good sign.
Stop.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm glad that the game pre-portions itself for streaming.
Yes.
In
It's
nice
little chapters.
into nice 3-hour chunks. For my benefit. Select a slot in which to save. We will save it here. And
And we're gonna stream again
we're
tomorrow.
gonna stream this again tomorrow, likely at the same time, maybe earlier, depending on our day. Oh, but let's go to the title screen so we can have some music and some. Oh no!
no.
No! Wait!
No
Quit!
music for you.
Oh no! Can I? I'm gonna just quit the second I can, like a title screen quit.
Back to title.
Back to title. Oh, reader. What?
Oh, it'll like auto advance.
Oh, it just beats the game.
Oh.
So it's just hey,
okay.
this is a book now. That's neat. Save current progress. Don't save progress. You haven't saved your game. Yeah, it's fine. I'm living on the edge. Luigi mode. I mean, it's neat if you're just like, I just want the story and I just want to listen.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well, 'cause that's a lot of the visual novel games are.
There's really
released
only one.
as Just reading after.
Yeah. And it's like, realistically, there's only one path for it to go. So it would just kind of, you would only be missing flavor text, really, I think.
Yeah. From the extra press.
From like extra press, from like investigating yourself. So that's a nice touch. That's a nice thing to, it's a nice option to have, I will say. I wonder if there's a music playing mode or anything.
Just the title screen.
I'm just checking it to see what we've got.
Auditorium.
Auditorium. Oh, there you go. Instrumental voice
I
recitals.
think you should go for.
Oh, whoa, yo, I could just like,
Objection! Hold it! I'm
We
sure
already
everyone
have
knows
a
by now who
sword.
it is.
oh my god, oh no, oh
believe
no.
this.
Oh.
We know too much.
We know. Oh no, we saw something. Oh, we saw something too cool. I'm so sad.
That's why I
I'm
was like,
so
just go
sad.
instrumentals.
Oh my god. Ah, Kazuma, he's with us.
You just pick the first thing.
I just picked the first
We
thing.
can't go too far.
We can't go too far. There's.
Or we're gonna know.
Damn it. Oh, I'm sad. I mean, we guessed. We
Yes,
knew.
As soon as
We
the soul was
knew.
there, I was like, we need to take our bro's soul with him.
Oh, like we knew. We're like, oh, we're gonna take our bro with us because we have to. And I'm like, oh. And it's like we knew it was gonna happen, but I'm sad seeing it because I'm like, fuck. He's like, for sure. You know, there was a part of my mind that
That
was
he
like,
wasn't gonna
that
be dead?
maybe he wasn't dead.
I
There's
thought about that.
there was a part in my mind that was like, maybe it was someone else. Maybe someone else died and it just looked wrong. And then you see the photo, I'm like, nah, that's him. That's him. Oh. Ryusuke intro
It was unused.
unused.
You can
Oh,
pick
okay,
one
we
of
can pick
those.
unused.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty intense. That's pretty intense. Okay.
There's a nice
So we're gonna go.
cutting out music.
Oh man, what a bummer. Oh, we saw the future. We saw a future we knew, and it's still sad. However, this stream, oh my goodness, that was a lot of info. That was a lot of setup. The deduction segment was really fun, actually.
Yeah.
I really like that. I hope we get to do more of that in the future. I imagine we will do it at least once per case. Especially that little, like, the dance at the end where you're both just like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, we got it. So that was really fun. Also, Susato fucking takedown is cool stuff. Susato's a beast. But yeah, so we can kind of see bits of this case, but I think that the scope of the case is still beyond what we know at the moment.
Yeah.
There's still, I'm sure there's gonna be lots of info dumps as to why he was killed, even though we're starting to see pieces of like how it might have come together. So hopefully we get more answers in the next stream.
Even the first case, we knew that she did the poisoning and stuff, but then there was the whole thief baby dad combo and the full unraveling of everything.
Of the whole play-by-play. So it's like,
this is like, she clearly has a snake. She
Oh,
works
yeah,
next
she's got a snake.
door, the vent was involved, but we gotta have that turning
yeah.
motive point that
You know what?
ties everything together.
I'm thinking now, whistling could be gas escaping from something, which is, hey, everyone in the first class cruise, night night, because you know how there are those speaker things that go to every room? So they might have put like sleepy gas there.
Well, because it really seems like we were out,
Mhm,
and if
mhm.
she said she didn't remember anything from last night, she
And-
was just thinking about what she was worrying, and then she probably fell asleep.
Yeah, as well as if the guard was also like, hey, how come your report's just dead ass blank? Nothing happened. And he was very like,
Yeah.
nothing happened. So I mean, that's our predictions for next time. We could
see
speculate.
how it
We'll see how it
goes.
goes out. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. Otherwise, Shomes is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's pretty great. He's a huge fucking weirdo. And yeah, we're gonna see more of this case tomorrow, so I'm excited. Yay. And for all y'all hanging out, if you missed the beginning, you could check it out on YouTube later once the VOD is up, or on Twitch later once the stream is completed. You can scroll back, see what you missed, and check the recording for tomorrow if you are unable to hang out. It's on YouTube at Pixelated. The name will scroll by on the reader above the TV here for the YouTube, and the links below as well. So check it out. Hope to see y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out, and have a good night. Take it easy, y'all.